everyone, it's Talia and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I would love to have you here, so please click that subscribe button down below. That would mean the absolute world to me. So if you can't tell already, I am on holiday. I'm not sure if the holiday vlog's going up before this or after or in the middle. I'm not entirely sure yet, but there will be holiday vlogs, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. But today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me on holiday because I absolutely love these videos. I always watch people's videos when they're on holiday and stuff, and I really enjoy watching them. I also did one last year when I was on holiday with Chloe, my best friend, and that was like one of my favourite videos ever, so I definitely wanted to do it again. Obviously I'm on my own this time, so I've got a few questions. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me in some questions, and I have my wine. It doesn't look like I've got a lot left, but I have got a glass full in here. So I am going to be doing like a tipsy kind of get ready with me on holiday. It's our last night, which is so sad, but that's why I kind of wanted to do it, just because it's our last night and it's a bit more special. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. So I don't really wear that much makeup when I'm on holiday. Actually I barely wear any really, but that's just because I like the more natural sort of glowy skin look, and I think it just looks nice when you're on holiday to be a bit more natural. So yeah, sorry if the positions just changed slightly, I just had to change my batteries round, but I'm gonna get started. So I've already moisturized and done all of that. I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip balm on before I start. So to start with, I'm just going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade 3, and I basically just use this as like a foundation. I literally put it like just where I need it, because I don't really like wearing like foundations and stuff when I'm on holiday. I'm also going to be showing you my outfit tonight as well, and my hair and everything. So we have like one more night. Well, we have tonight as our last like night sleep in here, but then tomorrow we have like a full day before our flight back, so we kind of have another full day, but we're just not sleeping basically. So that's probably the amount of concealer that I use, and then I'm going to blend that in, and then I'll start answering some questions. First question: what do you miss about living in Cornwall, and would you ever move back? I think the thing I miss the most about Cornwall is obviously like my friends and family, because I still have family down there, and I also have all of my friends down there pretty much. So yeah, I really miss all of my friends down there, and obviously it's a beautiful place. Like, if you've ever been to Cornwall, you'll know how beautiful it is. Like, it's very like seaside-y, beachy vibes, and yeah, I love it, and I feel like I'm more comfortable there because I've spent the past like 10 years living there. If you didn't know, I lived in Lancashire, which is up north, and then I moved to Cornwall when I was 10, and then moved back up north in December. Yeah, I went to like high school and everything there, so I really do see that as home more than I see like where I live now as home. But that's obviously like understandable because I've spent more of my recent years down there. And the second part was, would you ever move back? Yes, I definitely would. I'm not planning on spending the rest of my life in Lancashire because it's just not my vibe. I'm hoping to start my job soon, because I did get a job, and then because of coronavirus it all kind of went a bit pear-shaped and didn't end up happening. But hopefully I'll be starting in September, and then I want to do like driving lessons and stuff like that. Sorry, I look so weird. I'm just using the, what is this, Primark foundation and contour stick. This is my favourite thing ever, and it's in the shade Chai. I absolutely love this for contour. But yeah, I just kind of want to sort myself out in terms of like jobs, driving and things like that whilst I'm up north, and then maybe look into moving back down. But obviously it's quite a hard thing to do, like just to pack up and leave. So, and because we've done it so soon, like recent. I don't think we'll be doing it any time like in the immediate future. But definitely, I definitely want to move back. Okay, so I asked for both questions and assumptions, and this one's an assumption. So this one is, you were popular in school, and I've answered this before, but I definitely wasn't popular at school. Like, I was far from it. I would probably say I was kind of like medium. Like, I wouldn't say I was unpopular, but then definitely wouldn't say I was popular at school. I was probably just like middle ground, maybe. I'm just using the Anyway bronzer. I actually smashed this whilst being on holiday, so that's fab. And I'm just going to bronze up my neck because for some reason my neck never tans and it's not great, so I'm just going to bronze it up a little bit. And then I'm also going to use that bronzer just to like go over the other bit of bronzer and just deepen it up a little bit. Okay. So next is blusher. I'm going to use the Thin Lizzy Blusher Trio set. Obviously my favourite is this one. And this just gives me the kind of colour back in my face, like all of the sunburn basically that I've got. Okay, let's answer another question. I haven't been drinking in this, I need to keep drinking. Oh, I like this one. TV show recommendations. So recently I've been watching Desperate Housewives, as you all know because I keep going on about it. But I've been watching Desperate Housewives on Amazon Prime because I've just got that and I absolutely love it. Best thing I've ever bought. So I've been watching Desperate Housewives for ages. There's like 8 seasons and like 23 episodes in each one, so it's been keeping me going for quite a lot of lockdown actually. So if you've never watched Desperate Housewives, I would definitely recommend you give it a watch because it's so good. It's even got Ben hooked on it. We were watching it on the flight on the way here because you can like download episodes on Amazon like you can on Netflix. So we downloaded loads of episodes and honestly it was just like, it took us through the journey like so quick. So we've got some to download for the way back too. But yeah, watch Desperate Housewives if you haven't already. It's about these like group of women and just loads of stuff happens. They all live on the same street, they're all like neighbours, and just loads of stuff happens. There's like murders, just all sorts. Like literally you'd have to watch it to kind of get what it's about, but yeah, it's really really good and I recommend it to anyone to watch, like literally male, female, anyone. Oh, I was just using my Talia highlighter as usual, my fave. And then I just go over with my blush brush just to kind of bring that pigment back in my blush. And it kind of tones down that highlight a little bit as well, makes it a bit more natural. And in terms of Netflix, oh, there was one that I really liked and I can't remember what it was called. But I recommend like obviously Stranger Things, Pretty Little Liars, You, that was so good. What was that one called that I absolutely loved? I can't think, but I'll put it on screen if I remember what it is. If I think of any others, I'll put them in the description so you can check them out, but they're the only ones I can think of like off the top of my head. Next one, how to become self-confident and not care what others think. This is a hard one. See, I can't really talk from experience because I feel like I'm quite self-conscious and I do care a lot about what other people think, but I think it's more you have to put yourself in their position. So for example, like me on holiday, I'm just coming through my brows with the Makeup Obsession brow pencil, and then I'm also going to fill them in with this as well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like being on holiday. So obviously like I wasn't expecting to go on holiday this year, so I was like not in like the right body type shall I say for going on holiday, and like obviously we had quarantine and stuff and I was just eating and eating and eating. So this whole holiday I've kind of felt a bit self-conscious just because I'm not completely happy with myself, and I think that's pretty normal for anyone really to feel like that. But then you've got to kind of think like, who actually cares? Like, everyone else is probably thinking the exact same things like about themselves as you are about you, and they're probably too worried about how they look to even like notice what you're looking like. So I think as soon as you kind of have that mentality of being like, well, they're just as self-conscious as I am, it kind of just, you kind of just start to feel better about yourself. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm completely there. Like, I do definitely feel self-conscious, like in every sense really, like about everything. I always doubt myself and stuff, but then it's just kind of having that I don't care attitude and being like, do you actually care about what other people think of you? Like, do you really care about their opinion? Because you don't know them, so their opinion doesn't really affect your life. And it's like with vlogging and stuff, like whilst I've been on holiday, I've been making more of an effort to vlog more like in public, because I'm like, I'm never going to see these people again. Like, even if they look at me and they're like, what the hell is she doing? She's such a weirdo, like why is she filming herself? I'm like, I'm never going to see these people again, so why do I actually care about their opinion? Like, I'm going to be happy with my video at the end of it because I actually, like, you know, went out there and vlogged and did that sort of thing. It's like same with pictures. I was always really awkward to pose in front of a camera and stuff, and then I'd end up with really awkward pictures and hate them all. But then you kind of have to think like, I'd rather be posing in front of loads of people and they're staring at me and me look confident and know what I'm doing, look like I know what I'm doing, compared to me being like really reserved and look awkward, because then I think people look at me and be like, she's awkward, like what is she doing? So I think if you kind of tell yourself that you're confident, you start to kind of believe it in a sense. It's a very weird thing. I think confidence is a very strange thing. I don't think anyone ever really gets there. I feel like when you get older you start to care less, but I don't think you ever feel 100% confident. And I mean, if you do, that's amazing, like everyone strives to feel like that. But I mean, I bet even the Kardashians have insecurities, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, and just always try to practice the mentality of being like, who actually cares? Like, who cares? And if they do care, do you care about their opinion? You know what I mean? Okay, that was a very long and deep one, so I'm going to go on to the next one. Tips for starting a YouTube channel. So I would say just go for it. Like, there's not really a certain way to be. Like, I wouldn't say there's a certain knack to YouTube really. You just kind of have to throw yourself into it. If you kind of know what you enjoy watching and what sort of content you want to make, just start making it. Just start vlogging on your camera, like on your phone, or do sit down videos on your phone. Like, that's all I used when I started. And I would say just do things that you enjoy. Like, don't copy people's content, just do what you really like to watch, and you will love it. Like, honestly, I absolutely love my YouTube channel. Honestly, my confidence like stopped me from doing a YouTube channel for so long, and I'm so annoyed at myself for letting that happen. So if your confidence is like the only thing that's stopping you from doing it, just say sod it and just do it anyway, because it will be worth it, I promise. And I don't really have any tips, to be honest. Just go for it. Just put yourself out there. Maybe interact with some other YouTubers, just to, like, it does make you feel better when you kind of start talking to people that are in the same sort of field as you and are into the same sort of stuff. I know it made me feel better when I started talking to other YouTubers, and it kind of boosts you to carry on, and it gives you that sort of mentality to like strive to do it more, I suppose. So yeah, get to know people that are doing the same thing as you, that have got the same interests, and yeah, just be consistent with it. I think that's the main thing really, is just to make sure you're still posting, and like keep posting as much as you want, you know, like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week if you can. Just post as much as you can and as consistently as you can. So make sure you have like an upload day and stick to it basically. So I would say that is my tips for starting a YouTube channel. Okay, next one. Products that you can't live without. moisturiser. I couldn't live without moisturiser because I'm so dry, like when I get out of the shower and stuff, and I need to moisturise my body straight away, so I can't live without moisturiser. A highlighter, I would say that's probably my favourite makeup product because it just makes you look healthy and glowy, so maybe that. Someone's put coffee or tea. Coffee all the way. I don't really like tea. I'll drink it like at night if I'm wanting something like comforting and warm, like mainly in winter, but I would definitely opt more for coffee like in the morning and things because I just prefer the taste of coffee. I hate the taste of tea. Like I hate even the smell of tea. It's just like not for me, so coffee all the way. What are your favourite makeup brands? This is difficult. Probably different brands for different things. So say for example for my eyebrows, I love Benefit. I don't have Benefit on me right now. And as well like Hoola bronzer, that is like my ride or die. I literally love Hoola bronzer. So probably Benefit for them. And then I would say like even just like Primark makeup in any way, like I use a lot of their like products. Collection, I love Collection. I don't really have like a top favourite makeup product. For eyeshadow I would say like Morphe, or like Urban Decay or something. But like I like different brands for different products, if you know what I mean. So that's a really hard question, but maybe I would say Benefit, Morphe, and I like Revolution as well actually. Maybe Revolution, because I feel like their stuff is really affordable but it's like really high quality. So I'm going to go on to lips now. So I'm going to use my favourite lip combination, which is the Kiko lip pencil in 532, the Primark lipstick in Sunkissed, and then this is like a Revolution lip gloss that I got in a calendar a few years ago. So I'm going to do that. My favourite self tanner. I haven't really tried many fake tans really. But I would say my favourite fake tanner that I've used is the Bondi Sands one in Ultra Dark, I think it is, or Dark. That is my favourite one because I just find it's more natural and it doesn't have that like fake tan smell. It's kind of like coconutty scented, so that is my favourite one. And it doesn't go patchy either, so yeah. I would probably say Bondi Sands is my favourite fake tan brand. Oh, someone's asked how are you. That's so lovely. Like I think that's such a nice question just to ask how someone is. Like that's so nice. I mean I'm great right now. I'm on holiday. Life's good. I think I'm feeling a bit apprehensive at the moment just because of everything going on. It's kind of been said that where I live we might be going into lockdown, which isn't the best, of course. It isn't ideal, but then, you know, whatever's safest and all of that, like I would rather be safe than not, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling apprehensive and I'm kind of dreading going back because I don't want to have to go into lockdown again because it was just awful. But I've got a feeling, I don't know, I'm just scared really about like the second wave and all of that. Like everyone's talking about a second wave and I'm like, I don't want a second wave. Yeah, I just feel a bit like apprehensive, but as in like personal life, everything's great. I'm really happy. I obviously miss my family and friends and stuff because I haven't been able to see them as much as I'd like to. But we're sort of planning things for the future, which is exciting. So I suppose it's as much as we can do right now, and happier myself, I will say. But I do have a lot of goals that I really want to reach, and it's kind of frustrating with like coronavirus, it's kind of stopping all of them things, you know. But yeah, in general, I'm really happy, and thank you so much to that person who asked that question. I just find that's really lovely. So that is my makeup done. I'm gonna spray it with this Revolution Pro Fix. It's very old and dirty, but I like to set my makeup when I'm on holiday. just because it's like really hot, and yeah, I feel like my makeup's more likely to slide off my face in the heat, so I always like to set my face. I'm just gonna brush through my hair and then I'm gonna dry it and then I'm gonna curl it. But yeah, I'm gonna go and do my hair and get dressed, and then I'll come back to you to show you my outfit. Okay, so I'm ready now. I've curled my hair. I just used the, I think it's the Babyliss wand. It's like a red, like what are they called, wand sort of thing, and it's the only curler that ever seems to hold my curls, so because they're a little bit tighter, so they kind of drop to look like a nice curl, and I just feel like it looks quite beachy, especially with my blonde hair. So yeah, that is what I've done with my hair. And then my outfit, I'm just wearing this little cardboard from Shein. I showed that in my recent Shein haul. And then my shoes are these Primark little yellow heels. They kind of don't match because that's like an orange yellow and that's like a pale pastel yellow, but it's fine, they'll do. And then jewellery, I'm just wearing my butterfly necklace from Shein and the matching earrings, and then just, whoa, my usual rings. But I'm going to put that little spray on my chest now. We are kind of running a little bit late. Well, we're not really, but I want to take pictures, so I kind of just put that and then it makes me look bronzed and shimmery. I'm going to put it on my legs too. And that is me good to go. So I'm going to finish off my wine and then we're going to go and take pictures, and then yeah, that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the little Q&A part of the video too. If you did enjoy it, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.